My YouTube story. What up, it's Keith Kelfis with a landscaping employee trap night video. Back in the day I used to go out and make these insane night videos because these feelings would flow through me and I would jump out of bed and I had to make a video. This is for YouTubers specifically. If you are doing YouTube or you want to do YouTube and you're in our community, lawn or landscape, or straight up YouTube advice. I've never told this story. Where are the vlogs, Keith? More work vlogs. We're just swamped and I don't have time to do the vlogs, and that's what I'm talking about in this video. So, Geek to Freak, the legend, the man, right? Like 3 years ago, a buddy of mine, a guy who works for me, he said, you know what, Keith, you should try to get a hold of that Geek to Freak guy. I only had like 3,000 subscribers and he had like 10,000 at that point, and he was like the first guy, aside from like, you know, Lawn Care Millionaire and Lawn Gopher way back in the day. You know, it just wasn't a thing. This whole thing didn't exist like it does now, right? And we were the pioneers of this whole thing. I could say it was even before Geek to Freak. You can go back before that because they were pioneers of everything. I don't claim that, okay? Just some people have said stuff like that. But so I finally get a hold of this Geek to Freak guy through the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I set up multiple cameras and I try to, you know, get this guy's attention. And I got on the phone with him. And instantly we clicked, like we genuinely clicked, and I became friends with this guy. But I asked him a piece of advice once. He said, I don't know what it is, Keith, but I just believe in you. I think you're gonna go far with this and I wanna help you. You know, so number one, you need a mentor. Excuse me, you need a mentor. And he was my mentor in this, and I used to call him up when I hit 100,000 views in a month and I was having a panic attack thinking I was going to end up in a courtroom or something, or thinking people were going to be knocking on my door, that, you know, we were at risk or something. You don't know what to think when that happens. And now in relative comparison today, you look at, like, I don't know, Jesse and Casey Neistat and all these huge YouTube channels, like, pfft, if you got 100,000 subscribers, that's nothing. If you've got, not until you hit like 500,000 subscribers, I think, should you, like, I don't know, it just depends on what you're doing. But I'm on the phone with Geek to Freak, and here's the most powerful word of advice I ever had gotten from anybody about YouTube. And here it is right now. I said, bro, you've got like all these subscribers and views, and I'm like, how do you do it all? How are you doing this? How are you getting all these views? At that point, I think he maybe hit like 20,000 subscribers. Back then it was like, whoa, 20,000, right? This is what he said to me. He goes, well, partly because I'm obsessed with it. Like, I can't help it. I'm obsessed with it. And then everything else he said from that point on was just like blah, 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 blah to me, because that's all that I needed to know. He said, because I'm obsessed with it. I was like, boom, it was this massive confirmation for me, because, oh, you have to be obsessed with it. Anything in life that you don't want to do, or you can't stand doing, or you hate doing, it's very hard for you to grow or expand it, or you can force yourself, but you can literally make yourself sick, mentally, physically, emotionally sick, by forcing yourself to do something, because you can't, it's hard to take ownership of something that you don't want to do. I was obsessed with this. I've been doing YouTube since 2006. I've had like 12 different YouTube channels. I have 8 of them right now. I was vlogging back in 2004 and 2005, before vlogging was vlogging, and I didn't know what to do with it, right? I didn't. I was making these music videos. I was bringing a camera to work. I have a video in 2006 where I vlogged the whole day, but it wasn't even vlogging, right? You know, I'm saying this in regret because I wish I could go back. You probably do too, if you could just go back with what you know now, but you can't, right? And I think the only thing you could really do now is just go in, head first, go in deep. So that's what I did 3 years ago. Now I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. I was obsessed. I was pumping out 4 to 5 videos, sometimes 10 videos a day. One time I did, and I was doing at least a video a day. I've got like something like 805 videos on my channel. It was 850, but I deleted a bunch that I thought were kind of risky, that shouldn't be out there. And I have 4 active YouTube channels. You have to be able to do it without caring about money or AdSense money. You gotta have a lot of views before you start making any money off AdSense. And then one problem is when you, I don't even want to get into the money side of the internet stuff, but I was so obsessed with YouTube. I was vlogging all day at work. I say I mathematically went $90,000 in the hole in opportunity cost, and probably $20,000 of hard cost, but easily $100,000 in the hole because of YouTube. That's hours that we could have been working, or projects could have made money. And then every single day after work, almost every day, I was staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, editing videos, ignoring my family, ignoring my wife. When my family would be over my house to visit, I'm sitting there editing videos during dinner. My wife's literally having a breakdown, screaming at me, to the point where she was standing in the driveway saying, like, I'm straight up gonna like leave your ass if you don't, you know, stop this, because I feel like I don't have a husband. So that's what the point that I took it to, and it's really sad. So people wonder why I don't have all these amazing vlogs and videos out right now, because I've taken that thing to the point of exhaustion. And now, I had to rebalance my own life and make up for some lost time, right? Because my wife says I have an addictive personality. I don't do drugs, I don't drink, but when I get an idea, I guess I do have an addictive personality. Like, I'm obsessed. I can't help it. I'm literally walking around my subdivision right now videotaping myself. I don't care what people think, but so visions, these visions come through you, and you have to do them. Okay, here's the next thing to say. I've shot and directed low-budget music videos. I've edited. I have a whole editing studio. I've been doing video stuff my whole life. I was always the weird kid running around with a camera, videotaping everything. So I have the ability to make amazing cinematic movies. I could literally make a short film every single day. Like, I can make a movie a day. I have visions that come through me that, oh my God, I literally cry when I make videos. So I want to make a video of me waking up in the morning and cinematic music, and me running with tears coming down my face and the rain hitting me, and then like the tires on my truck, and then the vlog. Like, I want to do it all, but I never do any of this stuff. You've never seen, maybe a little glimpses here and there of some of my really good edited vlogs, because it costs thousands of dollars in time to do it, right? This is the first time in human history where you can literally get paid AdSense money for making videos. So if you want to make a YouTube channel, you have to be willing to say no to money that pays your effing bills, so you can say yes to make videos that nobody might not even watch. It's a risk. You have to be willing to take a risk. You have to be willing to take a risk. And the only thing that I believe that can really empower you to do that is an obsession. An obsession that you're willing to do it without any money attached. That you're willing to do it whether you get paid or not. And I'll tell you one thing, if you are willing to go to that level of the greatest vloggers, and you are willing to do it, you'll blow up, dude. You will hit. You'll blow up. Even myself right now, if I jump in full blown with this YouTube thing and go balls out, I'll hit 100,000 subscribers. It's just the fear of, what if I don't? The people who decide and make it happen and will happen, and I'm right on the edge right now. Like, I come home and I'll stomp around the house, I'll be like, dude, I'm literally going for broke. I don't care. But you can't put yourself in financial jeopardy, because I did that when I used to do music back in the day. And I ended up sleeping in my car and losing everything, and driving around with no car insurance, getting in an accident, and then getting sued for the damages. If you don't at least make your bill, so you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's what everybody is, right? Money is the anchor. It's the pinning, the linchpin that holds you down from being able to do it. So you gotta find a way to squeeze it in. That's why I edit all my videos on my phone with the Power Director Studio app, all on my phone. I don't ever open a computer. I've got an $1,800 badass gaming Alienware laptop. I don't even use it. I edit everything on my phone. I don't have time to open a laptop. That laptop I've got, I only use it in the winter. I don't even have time to go on a laptop or computer ever. The whole business and all video editing is ran on my phone. I take a micro SD chip out of the camera. I got that Sony a6000 right now. I put it in the phone. I edit it all with my thumbs and I export it to YouTube. Otherwise, because you got to find a way to do it. You got to find a way to vlog and edit videos while you're already doing what you're doing. That's why I love audiobooks, because you can learn while you're working. You don't have time to sit down and read a book. I read in the winter because I enjoy it. So you got to figure out how to do it while you're already doing it and then make it a habit. That's the only way that you're going to get out of this thing, unless you've got a silver spoon in your mouth. Alright, cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. I got so much to say. I could just talk for hours, but I don't have the time, and I appreciate your time. Alright, I hope you got something out of that. Peace. Oh yeah. And all the money that I've made off of YouTube, which is not a lot, but I invest almost all of it literally back into education and educational courses and programs and audiobooks and online courses about marketing and stuff. Like, I believe that education is the most powerful thing that you could possibly invest your money into before you invest your money into things that make you other money or expanding your business, because the education, the knowledge is where the power is at, and as time goes on I will prove that. Alright, later.